What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of Salvage Saturday. Today we are outside of Rochester, New York. This is our first time at this yard, so it'll be new for all of us. This is Ben, and I've got Will with me today. Will has been a huge help for all things Resto Tuner, so I'm sure you'll be seeing more of him on the channel. So yeah, we just got to the import section, and let's see what we can find. So we're back at the garage. We have everything unloaded from this trip, and I just wanted to go over with you what Will and I found. We didn't find anything super rare or hard to find on this trip, but we did get a lot of good selling items. So let's start to go through all these here. So I got a couple of climate controls out of the early 90s Accords. These are popular sell because they can also be modified to fit into CRXs. This was probably the rarest item that we found on this trip. An old Honda 1000 radio. A lot of times these will have issues with them, so I like to actually test it in a car before putting that up for sale just to make sure it works. We always take the fuse box covers that we can find, since we sell the reproduced labels, to clean those up. We got a T-bracket off of a Civic hatch. Couple of Acura Legend grills. Quite a few. These are the rear speaker covers out of CRVs, but they also fit Del Sols and maybe other Hondas as well, so we always keep those on hand, and we always have people looking for those. More of the common light sockets from a lot of various different Hondas. This was a wind deflector for a sunroof off of a Accord. A whole bunch of CRV jacks, handful of Legend wheel covers, and various switches and brackets and stuff. We like to try to take brackets that are common for B-series swaps and things like that. Lastly, we got a whole box of mud flaps here. Mud flaps are good because they're usually very cheap from the yards, and they sell for a decent amount depending on what they are. So we usually try to get a handful of those, clean them up, and then post them up for sale. This video has taken a little longer than I have anticipated since we were at the yard. We've been busy this past week moving cars around and cleaning up some storage areas. We just moved this white CRX over to our main garage here, and we got rid of two chassis that we pretty much completely stripped down for parts, and we moved our CRV parts car to another location. So we now have the two CRX barn find cars together that we will be keeping and rebuilding. So we're planning on doing a video series on each of these. So if you do want to see more of either of these cars, we're planning to do a video series as we rebuild each of them. The silver one, we're planning on doing a mostly original light restoration on this car. And on the white one here, we have a B16 that we are planning to swap into that, and it will just be kind of a mostly original, but we're just going to have some fun with that, with parts we have and a few parts that we're trying to find. So yeah, if you want to see more of these, subscribe here on YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, or on our website.